Greetings, welcome to Strem. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and yeah, we're just doing like a chill art stream today. Nothing fancy. We're just vibing, maxing, relaxing, and stuff. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty okay, as usual. Okay, so for a bit of context, a few months ago, I posted some comics on Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr. I think those were the only platforms. Anyway, those were comics that I actually made 2 years ago. They were gonna be part of like a little book, like a physical book. And that was like the whole the idea came from the merch company that I used to work with. And so we basically had like this timeline. This was like 2 years ago, so I don't really remember all the specific details. But basically we were planning to like have it finished by this certain time, which was like honestly not really enough time to do a project like that. But I was determined, so I came up with like a bunch of different comic ideas. I started drawing some of them. Those are the ones that I posted. And eventually my merch company was like, hey, maybe we should like put this on hold and do it another time and like do something else instead. And I was like, oh, okay. As you can tell, that never actually came to fruition, sadly. Now it's 2 years later, and I was looking through all of my old stuff, and I found these comics again, and I was like, huh, I forgot that I made these. I'm not, like, completely against the idea. I still think it's a really cool idea to have, like, a physical little book that has, like, comics in it. I still think that's a really cool idea. But at this point, they were all 2 years old. Like, basically, if I were to do that idea again, I would start completely over. Maybe reuse some of the old ideas that I wrote down, but I would want to remake the art. I'm not happy with the way the art looks anymore. Obviously, 2 years old. So I was like, you know, I don't have any plans to do that anytime soon, so I might as well just post these online for people to enjoy. And enjoy did the people. They were very well received, and it kind of gave me inspiration to take the rest of those ideas, because I only illustrated, I think, 10 comics or 10 pages, I don't remember. Out of like 20 different ideas. So that kind of inspired me to kind of try making more comics, and then this time it's like in a nice art style that I actually like. And yeah, I guess I was kind of on the fence about it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to still make it into like a physical book, but now I'm deciding, you know, I could technically still make it into a physical thing, but also post them online, technically. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, yeah, use some of the old, comic ideas I had. Recycling is very good. And, I don't know, I think it would be fun. I like the idea, and I'm gonna try posting occasional comics, maybe like once every two or 3 weeks or something. Not super regular or anything. Obviously, my main goal, my priority is still like Chip Lake videos and streams second. And then the 20 other different projects I have going on as well, but the nice thing about comics is I can work on them in streams like this, you know? So yeah, that's all the context, I think. I'm gonna take a sip of my Beppis. I found some Pepsi. I found it. It's not sold out everywhere. Yeah. So, are these going to be colored? Probably not. I think I would die if I would have to color these. As you can see, I have... This isn't an actual panel, but this was just me testing out an art style. I came up with something that I like, that's like not too intensive. It's not going to take me 100 hours to draw, but it also has enough detail where it has like a nice like style to it. Yeah, I wanted like black and white, but not like boring. You know what I mean? So I came up with this style that I really like. It's basically just you know, I don't use custom brushes, by the way. Don't ask why. I don't know. I've never really found a need to make anything special except for like the brushes that you already get in the program. I like tweak some settings, just like pen pressure settings and stuff, but otherwise I just use the default brushes. So this style that I've come up with is literally just the G pen from Clip Studio. Nice like smooth lines like this, and all the details are in gray, and there's also like a little bit of ambient occlusion, just to add it, just to make it look a little bit more like professional, and then everything has like a little black outline around it. And I'm pretty happy with that idea. Yeah. Yeah. I think if I would have more time, I would probably color them as well. But, considering I have like 12 million projects going on right now, I think going with something pretty simple is a good idea. So for my first one, I have a comic about getting into new hobbies. And wait, where's page 2? Did I accidentally delete it? Oh my goodness. No, I didn't. Okay, and then you immediately... Okay. So this is inspired by something that I complain about a lot on stream. I have a very bad habit of when I try something new, if I'm not immediately good at it, I will lose all motivation to carry on with it. So this is kind of also a true story. When I was a teenager, I thought skateboarding seemed really cool. I always wanted to get into it. I went to the store and I bought a skateboard and I tried it, and I was bad at it, and I never did it again. I mean, another problem with it is that I didn't have anywhere to go to, like, practice. Another bad character trait that I have is that I feel, like, too easily self-conscious, I guess you could say. So the idea of practicing skateboarding, like, out on the street where people could see me made me not want to do that, you know? I think if I would have had, like, a big, like, backyard or something, like, somewhere just to myself where I could practice, where people wouldn't see me, then maybe I would have gotten more into it. But yeah, that's what this comic is about. It's fun and hashtag relatable. Do people still say that? So yeah, I think I'm gonna work on this today, and I'm gonna actually like talk to chat in a second. Sorry, I just wanted to like get the context out of the way. Yo, thank you for the frickin' super chat, Master Gaming. Wait, I'm gonna say your full name. I'm gonna be that guy. Thank you, Master Gaming. 12,500. Good name. Hey Chip, just made it to Europe for the first time, and it's been cloudy and rainy the whole time. Welcome to Europe. That's such a Europe moment. Thank you. Thank you for that, though. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy Europe as well, despite the weather. What did you do with the skateboard? I just kept it in my closet. I think it probably got thrown out, like when my mum's house got cleared out. Because I definitely didn't bring it to Germany. I don't even know how I would do that. Like stuff it in a suitcase. I don't know. I didn't want to. I didn't want to go through the effort for something that I'm still not gonna get into. And it was like 20. It was like £20 anyway. It's not, you know, not like a huge loss or anything. Okay, real quick. I'm gonna do some organization. You're probably not gonna see this because my fat head is in the way. But yeah. So this is my frame. This is my art style practice, I guess. Practice. Don't really need this, but I'll keep it anyway. And let's call this draft. Page 1. Page 2. Hell yeah. All my friends and relatives keep gifting me skateboards even though I never said I was into it. How does that even happen? That's such a strange thing to gift to somebody if they've never mentioned being into it. What the hell? Okay. So I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna make this really unsee-through. Oh, you can't even see that anymore on the stream. That's amazing. I mean, it's okay. You don't really need to. So I'm gonna draw. I need a guy doing like a kickflip or something. Yeah, I don't know. I never got into like. I never got into like roller skating either. I used to have a pair of roller skates as a kid, but those ones with 4 wheels. And I tried roller skating again as an adult with the ones that only have like you know, the ones that are like this with just one like set of wheels. And I fell. I fell very painfully. It was a good time. I fell down right next to like this fence and I scraped my entire arm along the fence and I had a massive bruise. I tried though, and I still like want to know how to do it. Because I think the aesthetic the aesthetic of rollerblading is really cool. And imagine being like, oh, I just want to like go to the store real quick, and you put on your rollerblades and you like rollerblade down to the store real quick. That seems like so much fun. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Suboji guy. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Hey, how are you? I am good. I'm doing good. There it is. I thought I fixed the alerts. When I tested it, it showed up instantly. But now it's like taking really long again. I don't know why. I think I'm getting a bit too like detailed with this guy. It literally just needs to be like something like this. Should they have a neck though? I kind of like how it looks when they don't have a neck. Okay, I need a reference actually. I don't know what it looks like when you do a kickflip. Kick flip. Oops. That's not what I want. No. K K K. Why is everyone facing the right? I need one facing the left. There we go, I found one. Joe Biden doing a kickflip, yo. It's like an AI generated image, it looks so creepy. Okay. It's really fun, but it's really inconvenient to remove them. Yeah, one of those the issue, a big issue that I had with rollerblading, as an adult at least, is that the rollerblades were really uncomfortable, like the shoes, and I couldn't figure out how to make them not uncomfortable. So that sucked. And then you gotta like take them off. Not fun times. What's the comic about? Go back for like 5 minutes. I explained it already. I'm sorry, but if I explain what it is every time somebody new joins, I'm like not gonna talk about not gonna be able to talk about anything else. I also need to like decide what the other characters in the comic are gonna be like. I kind of started doing this thing in my videos where people from different countries are like different animals, like all the. I don't know if anybody actually noticed that, but all the Germans in my latest video were like different dog breeds. I think I made the British. Did I make the British people cats? No, I made them skunks. That's it. That's the only 2 countries I've drawn so far with that idea. Or I could just do like the old Chip Flake style where they're all like miscellaneous cats, you know? I think I want the head to be a bit bigger and silly. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I should make them all cats. I mean, it would kind of make sense because Socks is part cat. I could make them all like half cat and half some other animal. That might be interesting. I don't know if anybody would be able to tell. Because nobody ever considers the fact that your character might be a fusion of 2 different animals. I've literally had people ask like, yo, is your character a cat or a skunk? Like, he's both. He's both. Why not both? Why not both? That's what I've been asking my entire life. Why not both? Okay, I want like what I want this. Oh, he's gonna be off in the distance though, like maybe like down here. And he has got a look copy. And then Yeah, even smaller, actually. And then there's like a crowd of other dudes behind him. What's your favorite comic book you've read? I haven't read a lot of comics, to be honest. Does manga count? Because right now my favorite manga is Evangelion, but I haven't finished it. Don't know if I'm allowed to call something my favorite if I haven't finished it yet. I've definitely read some really good web comics. The one with the one with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That one's really good. Maybe I'll just have like 4 dudes in the background, actually. Wait, actually, let me actually like do something where it's gonna make things easier. Using different colors. Oh, of course, frickin' Lackadaisy. That's probably actually my favorite webcomic that I've ever read. I've also read what is it called? Tamberlane. That one is really sweet, like wholesome. Did I draw these guys on the same layer? Oops. SMH. I've kind of like thought about making a webcomic of my own, but it's of course it's less work than an actual animation, but it's still a lot of work. I do have this one idea that I came up with as a kid that I still really like, that I think would be perfect as a webcomic. But I don't know if I would ever have the time to actually make it. Now this guy's hands are making things a little bit difficult. Also, like, are they gonna have bodies, or are they just gonna, like, fade into nothingness? I guess I can decide that later. Ow. Yeah. I've used purple before. Let's use red. So colorful. I'm also kind of on the fence about if I want socks to have the you know, these thingies or not. Cause I think I kinda I kind of like how goofy he looks without them. So he's gonna be like, whoa. Thought you were doing a German stream on the German channel? Who says I'm not? You realize that it's Thursday and not... Wait, it's Wednesday and not Thursday. Don't you know it's illegal to speak German on any other day except Thursday? Forgot about his hair. Be gone. But sometimes I wish that I would just have like all the money in the world and then I would just make like every project that I've ever wanted to make. Because then you can just like hire people to draw it for you, you know? I mean, it's gonna be a lot more personal if you do it yourself. But if you just want to like get the story out, then you know, hire somebody to do it for you. Maybe it should be like this. Maybe like this. Maybe like perhaps. Yeah, no, this is good. I like this. Yeah. What do you mean by paid? This is just gonna be on my social media. I guess you're getting the story spoiled, but still. For like a 2-panel comic. Does anybody really care? If I ever like made these into like a physical comic collection, I think people would probably like want to buy that, not to like see these comics for the first time, but like just to have them in like physical form. I think like from my personal perspective, I would buy something like I would buy like a frickin' what's the guy called? that really popular comic artist on Instagram, Shen Comics. I would buy like a little collection of his comics, for example, just because it would be cool to have them in physical form, even though I know them already. However, if I would do that, I'd probably make some bonus ones that haven't been seen before. Yeah. Something about the composition is bothering me. But I don't know if I'm like overthinking it. It's like the idea of this is that it shouldn't take too long to make. Because I gotta do 8 different drawings, you know? Maybe okay, you know what? Because there's like there's too much space here, you know, it's bothering me. But what if it's just what if there's just like a railing here? Like he's kick flipping off the I don't know anything about skateboarding. He's kick flipping off the railing or whatever you do. Like something like that. Or just like this, I guess. Yeah, I think that helps I think that helps the composition a lot. But I would probably put this guy overlapping him a little bit. Just so it doesn't look like it's like in the background too much, you know? Yeah. Ah. I need to know, do you like bread? Not when you spam it. Absolutely disgraceful behavior. I will not hesitate to do a big ol' ban if you continue to spam. And then there's gonna be like little action. These are called action lines, by the way. I know because I'm like a really good comic artist and stuff, you know. Yeah, I think this is good. I think I will just make these guys like not have any limbs. I mean, hey, that's part of that's another part of doing things like this, figuring out like how much of what you're doing is like necessary to what you're doing. You have very nice art skills. Thank you very much. You have very nice comment writing skills. Okay. Yeah, I don't even like bother with timing people out. I just straight up permanently ban them. Like, I know that might seem kind of harsh, but you kind of just have to be like that on YouTube. Because I don't know why, but people are just so obsessed with spamming on this website. And you really have to they like, trust me, dude, they don't learn. They don't learn. If you time them out, they get untimed out eventually, and they just go straight back. They don't understand like what they did wrong. You really have to be ruthless. I'm unhappy with the composition. Yo, thank you for another super chat, Subwoji guy. You are in fact a legend, by the way. Just saying. I'm sorry, but you must understand. Bread. Okay, I mean, in all seriousness, bread is pretty epic. Like, don't get me wrong. Bread is pretty epic. Okay, but what if the shock is like down here? Yeah. Yeah, that like fixes the composition. Now there's like not too much empty space. Though I kind of want him. I like the idea of him like leaning over and being like, oh. Like this. Or actually, like all the way over here. Like, oh my god. Okay. So now I'm gonna put all of this into a folder, and I'm gonna name it sketch. And I'm gonna delete I'm not gonna delete the draft, but I'm gonna hide it. You couldn't see it anyway for some reason. And I'm gonna make it really thin, freaking opaque, I guess, translucent. And now I'm gonna do lines. Yeah. And for some reason when I make it that low opacity, you can't see it at all. So it's gonna look like I can just magically create lines from nothing. But don't worry, I can't. I'm not that good. You have any tips for making comics? Considering I'm not really a comic artist, I don't know if I do. I guess it depends. Like, are you making like short, funny comics like this one, or are you making like a web comic? If you're saying comics, I'm gonna assume you mean like short, funny ones like this. I guess I would give the tip that you should try to find an art style that you can like work with fairly quickly, because it's kind of similar to like with animation if you think about it. You're not just drawing one thing, you're drawing a bunch of different things. Like this page alone has 4 different drawings, and in total the comic has 8 different drawings. So like you could spend as long as you do on like a normal piece of artwork if you really wanted to, but you gotta multiply that by 8, and I don't know if that's a good idea. Like if you're making funny, relatable comics, there's no reason to spend that long on the artwork. Like people don't like expect Picasso artwork on a funny comic, you know? I think even people like it when comics have kind of a simple art style. It makes them more like, to put it simply, it makes them more funny. You know? Hey, thank you for the super chat, Renzo. Finally got a stream. Whoa, best of luck with that comic, chick. I'm a bird now. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. I appreciate it. Yeah. I was gonna say another tip, but I forgot now. Oh yeah, I guess like a general tip for like anything you want to create is that you can like use yourself as like a guide, if that makes sense. When I'm creating stuff, I'm like constantly putting myself in the shoes of the audience and being like, okay, like because basically I have to think a lot about like efficiency and like how much time I'm spending on certain things. So I'm constantly thinking about like while I'm drawing a frame in an animation and I'm like putting in all these tiny details and stuff, I'm constantly thinking about like, what is the purpose of this? Is anybody gonna actually notice this? Are they gonna care about this? Or should I be using this time to like, should I be putting this time into something else that people will actually notice and like think is cool? Stuff like that. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Your name is too long. Wait. Undefinable content. Thank you, I really appreciate it. What's your opinion on butterfly knives? Interesting question. They seem cool, I guess. I'm pretty sure they're illegal in Germany, though. Yeah. My partner owns like a bottle opener that looks like a butterfly knife. It's pretty... That's cool. It's like cool to see them do tricks with it. Thank you for the super chat as well as emoji guy. I appreciate it. You're really good, by the way. Good at what? Good at existing. Either way, I appreciate it. Thank you, dude. You're good at existing. Yeah. Yeah, Germany has some weird like knife laws. Like you can only carry knives with you that are or like certain knives are illegal because they're like too long. And they also you can't like if it's a if it's like an if it's one of those knives that you like fold out, then it can't be one that folds out too easily. The super goofy everywhere? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess it's just one of those things that it's kind of hard to regulate. In a non-goofy way. Yeah. So I want these guys over here to look like they're in the background, so I'm gonna use a slightly thinner brush. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Suboji guy. I appreciate it. Art. Dude, truer words have never been spoken. Extremely, extremely true words. You have a nice voice? Thank you. You have a nice voice. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you sound like. I appreciate that. I'm still a little self-conscious about my voice, so I genuinely appreciate that. I still just like talk too quiet. And it annoys me. Because I don't realize that I'm talking too quiet. I hate drawing circles, I hate drawing circles, I hate drawing circles. I hate drawing circles. I hate drawing circles. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Zaid. I really appreciate it. And Austria, more like expansion pack of DE. I can't confirm or deny that. The stuffed pink cat show you were talking about last time is called Bagpuss. I watched it as well. Yo, it was called Bagpuss. I remember that. That was a wholesome show. I kinda only liked it because cat. I was just like super hyper fixated on cats like throughout my entire childhood. I remember when it was my birthday, my dad used to take me to Toys R Us. And he'd be like, okay, you got £30, you can pick out anything you want. And I remember buying this, like, this doll. I think it was, like, strawberry shortcake. and it was like £15, and I only bought it because there was a little cat figurine in there. Like, I took out this cat and I was like, hell yeah, and I like put the doll in a drawer somewhere and never touched it. And just like whenever a TV show had a cat in it, it was like, it became my favorite show. And secondary was like an animal of any kind. There was this other like really weird cartoon. I think it was called Watch My Chops or something like that. It was about this guy and his pet dog, and I literally only watched it because of the dog. The show itself, I remember like not really liking it that much because the guy was really weird. Like the main character. It was a weird show. Ah. Are you neurodivergent? Yes. But I don't know like what exactly. I don't like I went to therapy pretty much only because you have to if you want to transition in Germany. And I found out that I'm basically diagnosed with neurodivergence. But if I want to find out like what exactly, I would have to do like more tests and stuff. And Germany is like fun because sometimes if you have certain diagnoses, is that the plural of diagnosis? Diagnoses? Sometimes certain opportunities can be like what's it called? Denied from you because you're like autistic or something like that. So I don't know if I really want to like go ahead and get like a more specific diagnosis, especially because I don't feel like I have any like major hindrance in my life because of it, you know. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, by the way, some OG guy. All my friends are furries, no matter what they say. So true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know your friends. It's like one of those things where I would like to know, and I have a feeling that like with something like my anxiety that like medication might help quite a bit with that. But the process of like getting the official diagnosis and, you know, all that jazz, I can't be arsed, is to put it simply. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to go through all that whilst not excuse me. I'm gonna redo this. I like zoned out while I was talking, and I started like doing these scratchy lines, which is what I do in my animations, but for this I want the lines to be really smooth. But yeah, basically, I don't want to go through all that if I'm not even sure if it will help me in the end, you know? So I'm just gonna vibe. Ah. Like, with like autism in particular, in particular, that's one of those things where I look up like the common traits of it and there's a lot of things that I relate to, and there's also a lot of things that I don't relate to. So I don't know for sure. But if it is that, I kinda don't, like... In that case, I really don't need the diagnosis, because you can't, like... It's not something you can cure, you know? The only, like, I don't know if I would even get any, like... assistance or anything in regards to that. Or if there's if anything like that even exists, you know. Like, I'm not in school anymore. I don't need like stuff like that that probably would have helped me as a kid, but not anymore, you know. I like work from home, like I'm vibing. I don't think there's anything that a diagnosis would help me with, you know. Thank you for another super chat. My dude, say a woo please. There you go. I said the thing. Yeah, that's a problem with doing this on stream. I get a bit distracted too easy. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of this stuff off stream. But it's a nice way to get some progress on it, you know? Guten Tag, guten Tag. I'm not gonna explain what the comic is because I explained it earlier, and if I explain it every time somebody new joins, then I'm just gonna be saying the same thing over and over again. I apologize. Deepest apologies. If someone keeps asking for you to explain the comic, will you keep explaining that? That's a good question. It's certainly quicker than explaining the comic, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep the background characters as regular cats for now. Oopsie. I might explore other species and stuff later in some other comic. I don't think they necessarily have to be like extremely consistent with each other, you know? Will you upload it to your community posts? Maybe? I guess so. I don't see why not. Or do community posts, like, clog up your feed? What's the consensus on, What's the consensus on community posts? Are they annoying or are they good? What's the tea? I use YouTube across like 5 different devices and not just mobile, so oops. So I personally haven't really noticed that they're like annoying or anything. I kind of like it when when I'm just scrolling on my phone, seeing what's been uploaded, and then there's like a poll or something from a channel I like. I'm like, oh, I can participate. Don't see community posts too often unless I search for them. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a bad thing or a good thing, because on one hand, they're not like too in your face, I guess. Alright, let me search up a reference for a skateboard real quick. Actually, I technically already have one. Okay. Because they only like show up on mobile. That's why you don't see them. Unless you don't see them on mobile either for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about community posts in general. Do you like skateboards? Is that the thing that the cow says? No, he says let's go skateboards. Hello? Oh, I accidentally clicked off. Amazing! Yeah, I feel like YouTube is still really salty about what happened with Google+. So they're like, yo, let's try to make YouTube into like a social media platform. And it's not really working. Not gonna lie, I do like the idea of having everything in one place. So I wouldn't have to like keep posting stuff on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky and Tumblr. But I don't know if that would actually work. Like if we all used one social media platform, would that actually work realistically? Because I think the problem is people use different social media for different purposes. For example, the kinds of people who mostly are active on Instagram are those who like using social media to look at images, primarily. And people who use stuff like Tumblr like reading stuff, typically. But obviously, if you're on YouTube, you probably want to watch videos and don't want to read stuff. I don't know. Nope. Reading is for nerds anyway? No, I like reading. That's why I can't migrate to Instagram. There's not enough reading for me. As like toxic as Twitter is, I really like I like reading people's stupid opinions about things. I don't know. I like reading about what people are up to, and I like seeing people discuss things. Oh, my draft layout, oopsie. So these guys are even further in the background, so they're gonna have an even thinner outline. But not too thin, because then they would look like they're like really far away. Thank you for another super chat, by the way, sub-OG guy. Ooh woo. Might even make these guys like grayed out actually. I wonder how that would look. We could experiment with that soon. Ah, I hate drawing circles. And don't say that I should use a circle tool. Problem is, circle tool is too perfect. It would look really weird. For my particular circumstance. Also, this guy's gonna be hidden behind this guy's hand, so I'm gonna move him. You can't see him anyway for some reason, that's fine. Yep, I'm totally drawing all of these, like, completely freehand with no sketch yet. Don't think about it. No questioning. How did you feel when making the normal cat video? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? How did I feel? Genuine question. I'm confusion. I didn't feel. Wait, that's the one with the. That's the one with the story, right? That was really fun to make, honestly. Kinda set up some chipverse lore. I would kind of like to expand on that at some point. But you have to be really clever with You have to be really clever with like making sure that somebody who hasn't seen the previous videos will still understand it. Did I give him tails? Probably right. Yeah, boy. Is my Pepsi's empty? I almost said Lear. Ah. Also, hi Yuko. Yeah, Yuko. Yaku. Sorry. I forgot to say hi to Nightcard as well. Hi, Nighty. I forgot. I also accidentally put the intermissions in my music playlist. I apologize. Okay. What the flip-flop? Is that actually lore? I mean, yeah. The stuff that happens in normal cat video was subtly setting up the concept that Chip is a multi-dimensional being of unimaginable power. I mean that completely unironically. By the way. Okay, I'm gonna... Where are my action lines? I forgot my action lines. Let's do, like this, I guess? Or like... Maybe like... I think I'll like these like really subtle ones. There's like two of them. And then maybe these guys are like cheering? I don't know. Because if I add more of these, then... then I don't know if that takes away from... Actually... Maybe like these things? No, that's more like a shocked thing, isn't it? Maybe just like stars. Yeah, we want stars. Let's do stars. Wait, but I have stars in the next scene, don't I? Yeah, that'll be too many stars. What if I just do like... something like that. Okay. So now... I'm gonna... tidy up the line art, because you see here, these lines are too, like, close to each other. It looks like they're intercepting, and it's a bit confusing to the eye. I'm a professional artist, everybody. So we're gonna, like, extend this a little bit, just so they're, like, fully overlapping, and now it's, like, less confusing. I'm gonna, like, tidy this stuff up a little bit. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Revamp Skunk. There it is. Tony Hawk, do a kickflip. He's doing it. Look at him go. How many points do you get for that in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2? Specifically the second one. Wrong answers only. Okay, what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna add in some ambient occlusion, which is where two things are like really close together that they create a very, very dark shadow. And I feel like, I don't know, I like how it looks. It adds a little bit more like professionalism to what is otherwise very, very basic art, and a very, very basic art style. This adds a nice little touch to it, makes it a little easier on the eyes. It's a little bit easier to understand where everything overlaps. There you go. Little art tip for you, I guess. I'll do it with these guys too. Very important. I mean, it's not that important, is it? It's just, it's a very optional thing. But I really like the effect that it adds, you know. So that's why I like to do it. Yeah. 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 Can't believe I'm finally doing the thing that I've been meaning to do for like a year. It's wild. Thank you for being here with me in this magical time. truly magical. Okay, I'll just add a little bit on the leggies of the whatever this is, pipe. And then this part's bothering me. Get out of the way, be gone. This is not supposed to be there, and I guess I'll tidy these up a little bit because they're looking a little bit weird. They should be like thicker on the ends and thinner at the start. Yeah, like so. And finally, well, not actually finally, but close to finally, I'm gonna do, well, first of all, I need to rasterize the layer. And then I'm gonna alpha lock it. And then I'm gonna, wait, where's my... I'm gonna yoink my gray from my art style practice. And I'm gonna use it to color in the details. Like so. I feel like this just adds like a little bit of I'm gonna sound so like what's the word? Pretentious. I'm gonna sound so pretentious, but I like it adds a bit of like differentiation with the lines. When it's all black, it like doesn't look bad, but it's like too much, kinda. Almost. But like, just putting the details, just giving a little bit of difference between the details. Oh, why are you lagging, bro? Just graceful. I don't know. I like it. I'm amazed that it's been an hour already. I wouldn't usually draw this slow. I'm multitasking. Okay, so now I'm not sure if I want to make the guys in the background also gray. We'll just keep them like this. So I don't know if there's like enough attention on the skateboarding guy. Let's just see what it looks like. I'm just gonna... This is the power of digital art programs. We can just duplicate this. And then we can see what it looks like if we color in these guys. They look like they're wearing dresses. Maybe they are. Because I'm a bit hesitant because I don't know if this is gonna make them look like they're too far into the background, you know? Okay. See, I like it because it draws more attention to the skateboarding guy. What? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think I prefer them being colored in grey. It's good? Okay, cool. You like it better too? Okay. Then we are in agreement, and I can draw the next panel. And I'm gonna, for the sake of organization, I'm actually gonna name my layers, which I don't usually do because I like to live in chaos. Okay, then I don't need this sketch layer anymore, but I need my draft. Okay, next panel is Socks being like really impressed and amazed. Okay, one good webcomic that you might like and I super recommend because it's really good is The Hare and the Rabbit. I've never heard of it. I feel like there's a ton of really good webcomics that I'm missing out on. Why is chat delayed for you? I think it's not actually that delayed. I'm like drawing and then I look at chat, so... there's also always gonna be like at least a little bit of delay. I mean, there is an option to make the latency like really small. But I think if I do that, it's gonna make the... It's gonna make the stream like more difficult to watch for certain people depending on their hardware, if that makes sense. Because last time I tried ultra low latency, a lot of people complained that the stream wouldn't load for them anymore. So yeah. Hi Nebula, how's it going? Everybody go follow Nebula Aurora on Twitch for an epic surprise on Saturday. Also, yes, his hair changes sides. Do not question Sox's hair. Your life will be significantly easier if you don't question it. So you're drawing in a really goofy style means you can draw really weird stuff, but in a fun way. Like, yes, the arms are too long, but that is on purpose. Again, do not question it. Oh yeah, next video is going really well, by the way. Next video, which is gonna probably surprise you. In a good way. I really hope you're gonna like it, because it means a lot to me, and And it's yeah. That's it. End of sentence. I'm oh, those are way too big. I don't like that. That looks a bit weird. I'm aiming to get it out by next Thursday, but I kind of don't think I'll be able to achieve that. If not, then it'll be the week after. But yeah, either way, something very cool dropping very soon, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you think about it. Bro is flabbergasted. Is Socks going to try the skateboard and fail? How did you know? How could you tell? You're spoiling it. You're spoiling it. I totally didn't already explain what was gonna happen. How about long? I think I want the face bigger. Yo, thank you for the super chat, Ozzymania. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. What do you think is the worst safe for work subset of furries? I don't know. I don't think anybody's particularly bad, unless they're doing, like, actually immoral stuff. Or, like, hurting people, you know? Also, thank you for the super chat, Sub-OG guy. I really appreciate it. If so, I'm Socks. You mean if you, if he's gonna try and fail the skateboard? Glad to know my comic is #funny and #relatable. I'm gonna get so many likes on twitter.com. I'm gonna get so many likes on chipflake.com/Twitter. Inspired. Me when I see Genos from One Punch Man. There we go. Okay. That was pretty... Wait, I just thought of something. Something that's really annoying with Socks is the face stripe along his nose. Because if I draw this without a nose, then I can't put a stripe in, because, like, where does it attach to, you know? Okay, to be fair, adding in a stupid little circle nose like this actually works. I thought it would be less funny if I do that, but it's kind of more funny. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna line it. I'm gonna leave it a bit more visible so you can actually see it. I usually just put the sketch as like, I turn the opacity down as much as possible, because that way you can focus more on your you can focus more on the line art, if that makes sense. And you don't get like caught up in the sketch too much. I also want to make sure I'm getting the right. Yeah, that's a good. That's pretty much the same line width. Okay. Let's see. Kind of looks like a squirrel or something. It's okay. You gotta finish it in the stream? Probably not. Unless I can somehow draw 6 more panels in the next half an hour. Yeah, thing is I really gotta work on my next video if I want to get it done by the time that I want it to be done by. So I have a personal work schedule now where I work in like 2-hour blocks. So if I keep the stream to 2 hours, then I know I'm still gonna have enough time to work on my video, you know? We do a little bit of time management. That's a fun thing you have to learn how to do if you don't have a quote-unquote normal job. I feel like it's literally taken me like 5 years to figure out how to manage my time most efficiently. Ah! No, it's too small. And I would also love to stream progress on the next video, but I really, especially in this case, I really don't want to spoil it. I really want you all to watch it, like, completely blind, knowing nothing about it. To get the best experience, you know? Yeah, I should probably, like, be careful how often I say ah, otherwise the chat gets completely flooded. Saying ah is the only morally acceptable time to spam. Even then, you have to be moderate about it. Is it a serious video or something? I don't know if I would say it's serious. It's just different, I guess. I am avoiding I'm avoiding drawing the circle. Okay, I'm gonna make the brush a little bit smaller, actually. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, MaxGamer134. Really appreciate it. I do a big appreciate. Opinions about opening commissions. You mean me opening commissions or you guys opening commissions? I guess I could answer both. I'm probably gonna open commissions again once I'm done with my current video. Right now I just have a bit too much stuff on my plate to take on more commissions right now. Opening commissions in general. Let's see. I feel like it really depends. Not many people seem to realize that it really depends on what kind of person you are. The sad truth is that not everybody is cut out to do freelance art as like a job. And that's okay, by the way. That's okay if it doesn't work out for you. But I feel like it happens a lot. That people go like straight into it. And they realize that like it's too much work for them, or they don't have the passion that they thought they had for it, and they end up with this massive queue of people waiting for artwork from them that just never gets done because, like I said, it takes them way longer than they realize, or they don't actually have as much passion for it. They don't actually enjoy it. But then they're like already in this hole of like owing work to people. You know, it happens so often, and it's really sad because most of these people, they're not out there to scam you, you know? They're just normal people like us, fellow artists. But they just got into a bad situation because they weren't prepared for it, you know? And it's really sad. So yeah, if you're debating opening commissions yourself, I would highly recommend. My advice is always to underestimate yourself. Always give yourself more time to do the work than you actually need. Like literally like double the amount of time that it actually takes you. And also take on very few commissions at a time. Just until you figure out like how your personal work schedule is, how much work you're comfortable taking on, and how long it takes you, and stuff like that. Yeah, another thing you have to consider with doing commissions is that you're not just drawing, you're also doing frickin' like customer service. And social media management and everything. It's not just drawing. So keep that in mind. I hope that makes sense. This too big. Also, the song too sad. Not customer service, anything but that. I have to say, most people who buy art from freelance artists, at least in my experience, they're usually actually pretty chill. I've personally never really had a bad experience. Yes, that means my freelance artist video is not based on true story. If it wasn't obvious enough. But yeah, you do have to be prepared for the fact that some people are silly and entitled. I would highly recommend not taking commissions from minors. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion or anything, but you're just a bit safer if your customers are all adults, and you know that the money is like theirs and not like from their parents or something, and they tend to be a bit more, you know, mature. Again, no digs to No digs to minors in chat. That's just generally a good idea. It could also be a bit like dicey in general to like take money from minors and stuff. I don't know. It depends on the I think it depends on your country and their laws and stuff, but yeah. You know how it is. Not gonna lie. I never really understood how minors can even have money to pay for art anyway. I never had that as a kid. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, you. I didn't have this as a child, so you don't either. That's not what I'm saying. Don't worry. I'm just surprised, and I'm kind of jealous. Like, if I had that much pocket money as a kid, I would have bought so much art. That would have been so much fun. Thank you for another super chat, Samoji guy. Much appreciated. Bye, Chip. Goodbye. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Legend, by the way. Why is this orange? I don't remember doing that. That's the problem with doing this on an iPad. I keep clicking on stuff by accident. Also, this looks like weird. I think my mum would have like gotten mad at me if I would have spent money on art though. She's the kind of person who would have been like, you should save that so you can go to university and stuff. And that's why, as an adult with my own money, I still have issues. Feeling like I deserve to spend money on trivial things like art and video games. Yay. I'm taking the VFX/animation course at college. I took it to improve my art, but there's not a whole lot of drawing going on. Any better courses? I don't know. I never went to college. If you're talking about American college, at least. Yeah, I think most animation courses these days are more about 3D animation, right? I remember that being a reason why one of the reasons why I kind of didn't want to go to university. Because all of the courses I could find were about 3D, and I wasn't really into 3D back then. And I was kind of like, That stuff kind of put me off of, like, animation in general. Just this feeling of like, oh, everything's 3D now, I'm not going to be able to find a job if I go into 2D animation. Well, look at me now. Also, there's still a ton of 2D animation on TV, so... the kind of thing you don't really have to worry about. I mean, there's probably more opportunities if you're into 3D animation. But there's still opportunities for 2D, definitely. defiantly. Yeah, even like I literally did an entire course. It was called Art Fundamentals. I did it in UK version of college. Like I took an extra year of college before going to university because I wanted extra time to figure out what the hell I wanted to do with my life, and it was free, so I was like, sure, why not? Thank you for another super chat, by the way, Revamp Skunk. I really appreciate it, my dude. There should be the THPS scoring on bottom first panel. I don't know what THPS. Oh, of course, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I'm dumb. That would be really funny, but I do kind of feel like it might take away the... It might be too distracting. Maybe I could do like a little like... Here, like... +2 points or something like that. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'll figure that out later though. Thank you for the idea. Yeah, so I did that entire art fundamentals class. There was also like no drawing in it. I did life drawing for the first time. But that was pretty much the only drawing in it. At least for like what you learned. Like when you did your own projects, obviously you could choose to like if you want to draw in it. But yeah, as for like actually learning drawing, you probably need to take a course that like specifically says like this is for drawing. Like what is it called? Like technical drawing, I think is the name for classes that are about like drawing stuff for you learn how to draw things like anatomy diagrams, kind of boring stuff like drawing stuff accurately kind of thing. But I believe there are there's usually courses specifically for like cartoons, like comic drawing and stuff like that. Again, I don't know though, because I never went to university. All my drawing skills I've learned like just by doing it myself. My process for like improving is that I make a piece of artwork to the best of my ability, and then I look at that piece of artwork and I think about it. I'm like, okay, what do I not like about this piece? And what do I think I can improve on? And I'll pick out some things. Like recently it was really bothering me how I never really figured out how to draw clothes convincingly. So I went ahead and studied how to draw clothes. I basically just watched a bunch of YouTube videos about it. And I looked at some pictures of like real life examples of clothes and tried to figure out how the folds work and stuff and studied from it. I'm still kind of learning. I still don't fully like understand how folds in clothes work. Not gonna lie. The problem with like random YouTube videos is I feel like a lot of people who make those kinds of videos, they explain like, okay, to draw a fold, you do this. But they don't explain like why. And I'm the kind of person, if I'm learning something, I need to understand why. Like, why am I drawing it this way? Otherwise, it doesn't like stay in my head, you know? Or a lot of like free tutorials don't really explain that. But what can you do? That's why you have to that's why you have to frickin' watch a bunch of different videos and look at a bunch of different articles and blog posts and stuff. Never just stick to one one tutorial, you know. Yeah, I had the same experience, Jose. Life drawing for the first time. It was really not that awkward. It sounds really awkward to like stand there and draw a random naked person, but it's really not. I would recommend it if you're not the kind of person who gets like uncomfortable about that kind of thing. If it makes you uncomfortable, that's completely fine, by the way. But if it doesn't, live drawing is very helpful. Rasterize. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Jip. I really appreciate it. Hello, Chip. Hello! Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Should I just make this whole thing grey, maybe? I was just gonna do this part. But since he's facing the front, maybe it would help if I make the whole thing grey, actually. Yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah! Yeah, boy. Should the stars be grey, though? I don't know if they would blend in too much if they were grey. Yeah, I think they would. I'm gonna leave them black. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you have to think about when you're making a comic. I don't, like, think about this stuff out loud when I'm drawing by myself. But I am constantly thinking about. Hey, there's another piece of advice for you. Whatever you're drawing, you gotta be constantly thinking about, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I putting this line here? Why am I using this pen pressure? Why am I using these colors? Everything gotta have a purpose. Yeah, I think he's looking sufficiently impressed by Mr. Skateboarder over here. I'll probably make all of this background stuff grey though. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to do was add like a little outline around everything. Let's see how that would look on panel 1 actually. Can delete this. I'm gonna rename it to this one's panel 2. Yay, organization. So I guess I would select everything on the background, and I'm gonna invert it, and then I'm gonna expand it by like 3. Sure, why not? I'm gonna. There's probably an easier way to do this actually. Also, I missed some. Oopsie. Select everything in the background. That's everything, yeah. Then invert, and then expand by a little bit, and then fill. Whoops. It's fine, it's fine. And then I'm gonna select everything again that I don't want to be. I can select the background actually. Well, we're not gonna do. Maybe I'm not gonna do it to select all layers. Just the current layer, please. Hello, I said just the current layer. Why is it selecting it so much? Wait, no, I'm dumb. It's because of this. Yeah. Also, I don't need it to close gap. And then I'm gonna invert it, and then I'm gonna contract it by like 2, and I'm gonna go back to this, and I'm gonna press delete. And oh, and I missed some. Okay, it's fine. I kind of just want to see how it looks. I'll fix it later if I decide to keep it. Yeah, I think I do like it with a bit of an outline. Yeah, okay. I'll add that in later though. Actually, I might as well just do it right now. I'm gonna end stream soon anyway. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about ending stream. Okay, there's gotta be like a smarter way to do this. I guess I can like color everything in white. That would probably make it easier. Oopsie. If I just what, the scallop? Oops. How dare you not stream 24/7? I know, right? I'm disgraceful. Can I even call myself a streamer if I'm not online for 20 hours? Not too much. 2. There we go. Delete. See, now I can select all of this by hitting command, I think? Yeah. And then expanding it by like 3. Yeah. And then I can make a layer behind the white that is black. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Okay, I've seen someone stream for 13 hours straight. Imagine doing that. That's weird. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Lucky Eastwood. I really appreciate it. Also, welcome in. Hey Chip, love your comic stuff. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I'm excited for making comics and stuff. I have some really fun ideas. And I hope I can find the time to do it regularly. Yo, frickin' Nigiri is a member for 9 months now. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, by the way. I'm about to end soon. I mean, what? I'm not ending stream. Who said that? Also, thank you for gifting a membership, you legend. Again, somebody who's very active got it, which is really cool. 9 months, that's almost a year. Yeah, it's like it's like baby age. Okay, I need to like think about this for a second. If I select everything, did I hit contract by accident? No, I need to expand it more than that. Okay, I need to select this and this. And then I need to expand it by 3. And then I can make an outline. Why is life so why is life so hard? I'm too dumb for this. Unfortunately, Clip Studio doesn't just have like a blending mode to add a stroke like Photoshop does. That's like the one thing that I'm really missing from this program. I don't know. I like how it looks though. In theory, I like how it looks with an outline. I think it just gives it like more of a pop that like this doesn't have, you know. Like this looks fine, but this is like really draws your eye to it, you know. Yeah, I'll figure that out off stream though, I think. Because this is too crusty. Disgraceful. Disgusting. Okay, instead of drawing the next panel for like a minute and a half, I will say goodbye. Also, hi Solace. You joined at the most perfect time. How's it going though, dude? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so here's how much we got done within 2 hours. 2 entire panels. I don't usually draw this slow. It's just very hard for me to juggle so much stuff at the same time. If I wouldn't be streaming, I probably would have either completed the comic by now or done at least 1 page. But yeah, I mean, this way I get to like chat with chat as well, which is fun. So I really appreciate you coming by and having some cozy art times with me. It was fun. And yeah, thank you for the support. I'm glad people like this idea. I'm excited. I'm excited to make comics again. It's fun. It's very fun. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope you have a very, very wonderful day.